Hello friends, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will build a one Spring Boot application from which you can upload the files and after uploading you can download the file. So this is the final project or the outcome after writing a line of code. This is the outcome. This is the final project. So I want to give you a small overview how it works. So you can see here you can upload the single file. Suppose if you click on the choose file and if you want to upload some file, suppose I selected this one and if I click on the submit button, it is uploaded. At the same time, you got the link to download this file. So once you click on that, you will able to download it here. See, I am downloaded. If I open it, you can see I got this. Similarly, we have the feature of upload multiple files. So you can upload the multiple files also, and the file you can upload anything. You can upload the PDF, you can upload the text file, or you can upload the PNG. Any type of the file you can upload. See, I am here. I am uploading PNG as well as TXT file and PDF file. Click on open. See, three files uploaded, and if I submit, you can see all the files uploaded successfully. And if you click on the link download, you can able to download the files. See here, I am able to download. If I click another is also the third one PDF. Okay, I am able to download all the files. So this is the final product or the application we are going to build with the using Spring Boot. So here I have written the article for all the step I have mentioned. If you want to go through this article, then you can go. It will be very helpful to you because I have written each and every steps how it's going to work. So this is all the things, and at the end I also provided the source code here. From here you can download the source code if you want. I have uploaded the source code, and this is whole thing I'm going to explain you in this video. So let's start. So the very first thing, it is a very common feature in every application. Whatever the application you use in the day-to-day life, there always the feature of uploading and downloading. So let's start. The very first step what we have to do, we have to download the Maven project or create a Maven project from Spring Initializer. So let's open the new tab, then it will be good. Spring Initializer. Okay, I will give the name artifact. Suppose I give anything, upload, download the Spring Boot application. Okay, app, good way. Okay, I'm giving the upload, download Spring Boot app. Now everything is related to be like that, and add dependency. Dependency here I want only Spring Boot, nothing else. That's it, and click on generate. Once it is done, so in folder and unzip the file and extract all the details. Okay, finally I have extracted. Now what I am going to do, uh, I will import into the Eclipse. Alright, it is imported in the Eclipse. Just open it, and first of all I will configure the properties file. Whatever the things it requires, just switch on the article I have mentioned here, whatever the important things it requires for application.properties. See, this is the application.properties thing, whatever it requires. So what I am going to do, I will just copy once and paste it there, and I will explain you each line what it is doing. Okay, come here, paste it. So this is the properties file it is required. So the very first line, multi-path enable. So you can upload the file in the form of multi-path. The second, it is file size can of 2 KB. Okay, multi-part file size threshold is 2 KB. And this line means the multi-part max file size 300 MB. After the 300 MB, it will not able to upload. So I am giving the maximum size is 300 MB. You can't upload 400 MB files. Okay, so that is the meaning of that. Okay, and here file upload directory. So when you upload the file, it has to be saved in particular place. So I am saving in the my local system only, and I have given the path here. See under the users, my system username and in the upload folder. So instead of uploading on the local system, you can upload on the server or in the another place in a different computer or different server. So for that you have to give the path of that server or the other place where you want to upload it. So that is the whole things application.properties file. Now come to the next part. This is the first step, you have to follow it. In the next step, we have to create a one Pozo class. Okay, in the step 3, we have to create a Pozo class for binding all the properties. For example, so this is the properties file. Now I am going to create a one Pozo class, new class, and give the name file storage Pozo. And is it? So see, I have created one class. I have given the name is file storage Pozo. So why I am creating this? Because I want to make a one variable here or parameter which will accept or assign, and after that I will assign the value of this location. So in the further steps, I am going to use this parameter or the variable which I will declare in this class. I am going to use it in somewhere else. So that's why I am creating one Pozo class for that. So let's jump into the article what I have written and follow each and every steps one by one. So it will be very helpful for you also. So let's see here. The step number 1, I mentioned create a Spring Boot application. I already created. Okay. Step number 2, configure the server and the file storage properties in application.properties file. We have done. Okay. Step number 3, create a Pozo or the model class and bind or assign the properties of application.properties file. Okay, we are going to assign the values of the application.properties files. So for that, I'm going to create one Pozo class, and I will see here. This is the Pozo class we are going to create. I've given the name file storage Pozo. So here what I have done, I have created one variable upload directory dir. Okay, in this what I want in this upload directory, I want the value of the location where the file is going to be uploaded once the application start running. So we already mentioned the location where, see here in the application.properties file, we already mentioned the location. I just want to, whenever the application run, this value will automatically assigned to this variable upload dir. Okay, so for to achieving this feature, you have to use one annotation configuration properties and give the prefix file. What does it means? So when you give these things and this prefix file, so once the application run, then it will go into the application.properties file and check which properties start with the name file. Okay, So come here, which property is starting with the name file. This only we have this property which is starting with the name file. So whatever the value, it is going to be assigned here in the upload dir, upload dir, this variable. Okay, in this variable it will assign.